Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy Kemza James. For our new and old subscribers, you're all welcome to today's tutorial. So in our previous video, we made this padded stuff for the hip and butt. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I used it in this mermaid skirt, which is really lovely. And guys, I would have loved to show you the upper side of this skirt in this video, but it's going to be too long. So in our next video, I'll be showing you that. So in this video, I'll be showing you both the cutting of this skirt and how I put it together. So let's just get into it, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs
I
up
have
if you like this video.
my back panel and my front panel. This is from our previous video where we learned how to pad the butt and the hip area on a dress or on a garment. So this is where this pattern is coming from. In case you're seeing these marks, is for that reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going for a mermaid skirt, and I do not want the lining to be long up to the hem of the lining, so I'm using this fabric. It's actually a Duchess satin fabric, but it has a lot of stretch. You can see it stretches a lot and is really beautiful and silky, but then it has weight. That's why I do not want it to be so long up to the hem of the skirt. So I have the lace where I'm going to be using for this outfit here. This is the wrong side of the lace, that's why it looks like this. On the right side, it looks really beautiful. You can see, let me just put this paper inside of it. You can see how pretty it looks. It's so fine. For some reason, I would have loved to use a nude lining in, but I mean, I'm already using this satin material, which I feel is also very beautiful. So let's just put this against the satin and see the silk. So you can see it's fine as well. So we'll just go ahead and use this material. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and fold my fabric, then I cut. Now I do not even want the length of the satin inside to be as long as this pattern, so I'll be folding the pattern up till the point where I want to how long I want the lining to be. So the length of the lining that I want is 21 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark 21 like so from the waist. That's from the waist to the length, so it's 21 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut that out on my pattern. I'll measure the front side as the back side as well. Twenty-one. So now I'm going to cut this. Don't forget that I've not added sewing allowance on my pattern. I'm starting off with the front side of our pattern. So I'm going to pin this down. Now I'll be adding half of an inch sewing allowance on this side to join the upper bodies and the lower bodies. So because I'm going to cut through it, I don't mind using a red pen. So I'll go ahead and add 1 inch sewing allowance on the side. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my lace and I laid my front pattern on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my dress. You know, I told you I want a mermaid like dress. So from this point here, I'm going to go ahead and sort of curve that out to give me that mermaid. So I'll just curve it out like to give me the mermaid feel. I have an in-depth tutorial on mermaid skirts. It's on my channel. I'll link it up so that you go ahead and watch. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So guys, what I did here, I just felt I should explain quickly. So now this lace that I laid on top of this one that I laid on my fabric, I just went ahead to fold it again, is actually my front pattern. But this pattern you see here is the back pattern. So this one is my front piece that I laid on the main fabric that I'm cutting. The reason is because I want to get the same thing on this side. That's the side seam, the lower side of the pattern. Then I just laid out my back pattern since the side is basically the same, both front and back. So I just laid it out like so. Now I'm going to cut. You remember our back side, our center back is different from our center front because we have our zip allowance there, and I want to extend another tail from that side. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Have you started recording? So what I did here basically is to lay out my lace side, the front side of my lace side, when I folded my fabric in half. Now I'm going to be adding a godet to it to give me some sort of a flow at the back, and I'm doing that because I want to economize this lace, guys. So I don't want to use all of it for this project. So I now laid my back pattern, that's this silk that I cut out for my back. I laid it on top of the front pattern. Now how I laid it is that this side seam is basically the same as the front, but the back, the zipper side, is different. So I left this space. So that's why I'm laying out this back pattern on top of it, because already I have cut out this front, the front fish area, that's the mermaid area. So I want it to be the same. The side seam, I want the front and the back to be the same. So the difference is basically on the center back. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out now. So here we go. All our panels are cut out. So here's our front, then our back panels. Now I'm going to make a notch on the zipper side, just so I know. So I have my notch here for the zip side. Now I'm going to let me show you. This is our front side. So I'll just grab the front pattern like so. Take out the pattern paper so that I can show you what it will eventually look like. So here, this is what it looks like. Now what I will do is, I'm not going to be sewing this down. Rather, I will use hemming gum I will lay hemming gum in between it, and I'll go ahead and press it so that it can hold these two panels as one. So guys, I have gone ahead to join my skirt. You can see this is my interfacing, that stretchy material that I showed you earlier. So I've gone ahead to join the front and the back and imputed my dart. Now I'm going to let me show you how the skirt looks like now, like so. So this is how it is normally. So I'll just go ahead and open this, then I'll keep this aside. Even then, for the lining piece as well, I've done the same thing and I've pressed down the sewing allowance, you can see. So the lining is the one that is exactly my measurement. For the main fabric that I just took away, it is +4 more than my measurement. So you can see the lining side. So what we'll do now is to go ahead and attach our hip padding that I showed you in the previous video. So what I'm going to do, you're going to find which side is the upper side and which side is the lower side, and then which side is the back and which side is the front. So you know the longer side is the back side. Here is the seam side, the midpoint where the seam is, and this is the back side, which is the wider side. So you just come here, this seam in the middle here is supposed to be on your seam line, like so. So this one, I'll just check which, if it's the right side or the left side. So this one is supposed to be for the left and this one for the right. So I'll just go ahead now. From the waist side, I'm going to come down by that 2 inches that I initially left, that I told you. Then I'll go ahead and attach it. Now I'll sew it. This line here will be on the seam line as well, so I'll just pin it down first. So I'm going to just go ahead and pin it. You can see this is where you're seeing how rough this side is. So I'll just go ahead and pin it down like so. Then I'll pin down this side, the lower side as well. So the seam line is supposed to be on each seam line. Then I'm going to go ahead and sew down like so. So I'll do that and I'll show you. Then I'll tag all the bodies together. You just go ahead and tag using your hand stitches and tag this side round so that it remains stable on your garment. So I'll do this one and I'll do the other one, then I'll come back to show you. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. You can see. So what I did is I just sewed along the line. Now I did this one roughly, then I did this one correctly. So you can see what you want to do is to just sew on the seam line there, and it's already placed. So you're just going to go ahead and attach it to the dress or the skirt or whatever you're attaching it to.
So guys, this is
So
what the skirt
this
looks
is how it's
like at
going
this
to
point.
be.
I've not fixed a zipper for
So
it,
this one
and I'm yet to attach the upper part of the dress. You can
is
see
going to be
I did
inside
not
it like
smooth
so. So I'll
the
just go
the
ahead and
padding
seal
on
the
that side
zipper
that you're
side
seeing it
like
bulging
so.
properly.
Then I'll
So you go
seal the
ahead and
zipper
smoothing
side on
yours.
the
Make sure that you
skirt
smooth and
as well,
sandpaper your own
leaving
foam
only the
better than
zipper
I did.
allowance
That's why it's
exposed. So
revealing.
just
But
on
aside from that,
sewn, sorry,
everything is
just here,
nice
and
and
then I'll sew
clear.
the
And
remaining
then I
one.
might need to
Then
shape
I'll
the
put
skirt
this
a
in and
little
close
bit on the back. That's why I'm holding it,
body,
plus
then
I've not
join it to
added
the
a
upper side
zipper.
of the dress,
So that is
and that will
it.
be it.
So I would have loved to attach the top side to the skirts before showing you, but I think I would love to film the upper side for you to see as well. So just make do with the skirt part until our next video where I'll be showing you the upper part. Do enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share guys. See you in my next tutorial.